Hi guys, it's Off the Great Wall and I'm Felicia.
And I'm Mia.
So today we thought, to get the ball rolling, we'd let you guys into our world, kind of thing.
We wanted to let you guys get to know us a little bit more, so we're gonna kick things off with an introduction video.
We each prepared 10 questions for each other and neither of us know what we're gonna ask each other. It's gonna be like rapid fire, so let's see how this goes. Do you wanna like alternate? So me, you?
Yeah, let's do that.
1, 2, 3. You go first.
Okay, I get to ask first, yeah?
I'm nervous.
If you could have one superpower, what would that be and why?
Oh my god, I actually asked you that too. That's so original. Teleportation. Why? Because I'm really lazy, and when you're like really tired, or you finish school, or you finish work, or you're really hungry, just like any emotion, right? And you just want to be able to get to the next thing like that. Like if you're hungry, you want to get home and eat. So like being able to just like home would be awesome. And also, if you're in a really awkward situation and you just want to get out of there, be like, okay, bye.
Just disappear.
Yeah, so teleportation.
Dude, I think you just stole my answer. Are you gonna ask me the same question?
Yeah, I actually had that on one of my questions. So like what would yours be?
No, I really want to have teleportation
No!
power too.
But
then for a different reason.
Okay.
I think yours are pretty simple. Like, if I'm hungry, I can go somewhere and just eat right away.
Yeah.
For me, because my home is so far away in Indonesia and my friends are like kind of spread out, so I want to be in those countries like instantly, just like that, so I can just go back and forth.
Way to make me seem really unemotional. But okay, fair point. All right, my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, well, following on from that, what do you miss most about your home? So home as in Indonesia, or?
I feel like I have a couple homes, because when I was living in California, I felt like Indonesia was my home. And then I moved here, and then I feel like California is my home.
Right.
But I guess home is wherever the heart is. And like,
you're like a turtle.
Yeah, and I miss the people there. I mean, I have my family in Indonesia and my sisters in California, so I miss those two silly little monkeys. But yeah, some people
Hi,
from away.
if you're watching. Okay, family and home.
Yeah. Favorite travel destination?
That I've been to or I want to go to?
You want to go to?
Greece. I love tropical regions, and if you go on a holiday, I want to just be able to relax and like enjoy the view. And I think like Greece, especially Mykonos and the Santorini Islands, I think it's just so beautiful, like natural beauty. And also when I was little, I used to paint, and I chose the blue domes.
Oh wow,
like
okay.
Greece, and I chose to paint that as my...
You did that when you were a kid?
Yeah, hidden talents.
Anyway.
This is easy. Sweet or savory?
What?
You have to pick one.
If I can only choose one?
Yeah.
Forever?
Forever and ever.
Making it hard. Probably sweet, because I have a sweet tooth. And I feel like just when I'm so stressed out, I want to eat something sweet. So I want to...
That's a bad habit.
Something that
This is why America is suffering the consequences of just that. You're lucky you have this like Asian physique, otherwise,
Can I ask you to like show the last 3 pictures you took with your phone?
First one is this one that I uploaded on my Instagram.
Isn't that representative of you?
It is a food
person?
picture, yes, and it's Japanese crepe. It's this place called Tea Swell Crepe.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
So good.
It was like green tea, matcha, and crushed pistachios. All like swirled up into this delicious crepe concoction. And we were actually there together. And then the next one would be this picture of Global Citizen. So we went to Global Citizen and saw, Ed Sheeran and Beyonce and Coldplay. And yeah, and that was like a free concert. And who doesn't love free events, right? And then, oh my God, there's this one, which is my makeup tutorial. It's like a no mirror makeup, and I drew like a pigeon in between my eyebrows. Because I thought the eyebrows looked like wings, so I just drew a pigeon. I mean, it ties back to my artistic creations.
I feel like they really describe your personalities quite well, though.
Yes, welcome to my life. If you're an animal, what would you be?
Oh man.
Spirit animal.
An animal, probably bunny.
A bunny?
A bunny. And when I bite like in small like little, I don't know. I don't do this with my hands.
I used to have a bunny.
You know, I'm not really much of a pet person, but I would say that my favorite pet would be a bunny because they're just so cute and they don't really litter that much.
Oh, no, they do.
Do they?
They do. Oh.
Next question. Would you rather? Would you rather
Always
be
makes me nervous.
hairy all over or be completely bald?
I would want to say hairy because then you just don't have to think about shaving or just like moisturizing. Like everything would just be covered all the time. But I think I'm gonna have to say bald because then like if I had no hair, I wouldn't have to wake up every day and like think about doing hair. I could just wear a wig and be like different every single day, which would be cool. So yeah, I think overall, in terms of efficiency, I'd rather be bald. If you had 24 hours to live, what would you do?
I would travel, and then I'll probably spend it with my family. Like this is a serious answer because I'm kind of like a family person, like a sucker for family, but yeah, that's what I want to do, and then just reflect on my life and then kind of think if I had a good life or not.
How very sensible of you.
If you could be living in the body of a celebrity for one day, who would it be?
Maybe Obama. I think being Obama would be cool. Like, one, because he already has that kind of fun, cheeky side.
Yeah.
But he also is the president. You know, he has all this, like, power and authority. And just to, like, mess with that would be, like, quite awesome. Is your second toe longer than your big toe?
Yes.
Oh my god, me too!
Yes.
We're the freaks of the world.
Oh my gosh, is that what it means?
I don't know.
Normal.
I used to get teased all the time by my cousin and he'd be like, ew, you have ET toes. I'd be like, oh, isn't that normal? And then you look at it for a while and you're like, wow, they are kind of weird.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Have you ever talked your way out of getting a ticket?
I've kind of discounted the price.
Oh!
Yeah. So it was like when I was driving from Canberra to Melbourne, this is in Australia, and you know, you're just like carried away talking to your friends and you don't realize that you're like, you know, 100 Ks over the limit.
Jeez.
Okay, it wasn't 100 Ks, it was like 50, which is still pretty
When you say
considerable.
K, that means kilometer, right?
And then next thing you know, there's like lights in the back and I'm like, oh man. And then he was like, do you know how fast you were going? And I was like, no. And he was like, so what are you going to Melbourne for? And I was like, oh, it's the long weekend and I'm just visiting a few friends and trying to make it to dinner. And I was like, I really just didn't know I was going that quick because I was like too caught up in talking about something. And then, you know, you play the kind of like damsel in distress. You're like, I just wanted to get there really quickly. And he was like, okay, I don't want to ruin you girls' trip before you even get there. So instead of putting you in like one of the highest categories of fines, which is like, you know, 300 or 400 plus, it got down to like 180 something in the first like quadrant.
Just like right then and there?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
So then he went back, wrote the ticket, and I was like, thank you. If there was one food and one beverage that you could have, just those two, forever.
For a beverage, it's pretty easy because I'm pretty hooked on boba milk tea.
Oh, milk
Bubble milk tea. Like I could drink that every day.
Delicious.
So good.
Favorite flavor?
Packed on calories though. I only get the standard jasmine milk tea. Like
jasmine milk tea.
Yeah, whichever place I go to, especially if it's a new one. Like I want to know if they have good standard drinks.
So
if
that's
they
your
know what they're
benchmark.
doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I can branch out to other weird flavors.
Just as a person who has worked in a bubble tea shop,
yeah,
jasmine milk tea has the most calories.
Oh, why do you have to tell me that?
It's got the most milk whitener, and yeah, it's heavy calories as well as sugar, and obviously the tapioca. Yeah. Anyway.
I didn't hear that.
Okay. Food.
Food is a little bit hard, but I feel okay. Let me think.
Forever.
That's a hard question. If I could be stuck with one type of food, or just like one dish, right? Mm-hmm. I think ramen. I can eat ramen.
Ramen's pretty good.
For a really, really long time. Because you know why? I used to work at a ramen restaurant for 5 years.
And you never got sick of it?
No. People are like, can you still eat? I'm like, I don't know. It's just good.
That's a wrap. You know, we want to let you guys in on our lives and we want to get to know you guys as well, so feel free to leave any comments in the comments below. And
or just interesting fact about yourself, right? We want to know who you are, so.
So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys real soon. Bye!
Bye.